Hello, happy Sunday. And I know that for some of you, celebrate Easter, so happy Easter. As I was preparing for today's reading, I was thinking about how yesterday we got the star card twice, and that's the star of renewal and rebirth. And Easter is very much, a celebration rooted in a pagan holiday of renewal and rebirth. And so there's a sense of hope in the atmosphere. There's a sense of hope in for this collective, okay, which is a beautiful energy. I do invite you to go watch yesterday's readings, but especially the Dreamtime Tarot. It's really special. And, if you want to work with that energy, I basically go into how you can use the archetype of the star to set intentions for your dream time. So the cards are on the table for this morning already, and I'm going to walk you through this. All right, so today we started with the Five of Voices, which is in relation to the Five of Swords. And during my my meditation today, I was receiving this download that was really distracting me. And I had to kind of like put it aside and kind of come back to it after my meditation. And it was all about this influencing energy around the collective, okay? Where it's really in your ear, and it could be somebody outside of you, or it could be like some aspect of you, a voice that is it's kind of sabotaging some good things in your life, okay? And sometimes when we're in this inner turmoil, Nine of Inspiration, which relates to the Nine of Wands, we are not exactly clear, okay? And these energies can really sabotage our lives. With the Five of Voices, in this deck, it really talks about making amends in regards to some kind of energy that has come in and, influenced something in your life somehow. There's an olive branch being extended. There's a like a magical hand that's being extended, and I almost feel like this is like an internal amends as well. If there's someone in your life that you need to make amends with, I feel like this is the time to do it. This is the time to kind of extend that olive branch. Because I can see with the Awakening card, which relates to the Judgment card, that there is a knowing. There's like this is something that even though as much as you try to put it to rest, it keeps coming back. And it's so interesting how it all, lands, because although I'm not using the traditional tarot, I'm using the Muse deck, the Awakening card is related to judgment, a resurrection, right? So something is coming back from like the dead. Something that you thought was dead and done is coming back with a message. The moon comes in next with a message from like the dark, from the depths of where it was buried, and that there needs to be a shift. And this is weighing heavily on you. Nine of Inspiration, Nine of Wands. This is a passage that needs to be made in order for this cycle to close, okay? Something is not quite, it's not quite completely wrapped up in a bow, and it needs to be in order to cross through that next threshold, okay? The moon brings in energies of secrets and subconscious shadow, It's the light that guides us through the nighttime during the dark, all right? So there could be some things that have been hidden up until now that need to come into the light, and that moon is shining very brightly, okay? We just had a pink moon, full moon in Libra, so it could have had something to do with something that happened around that time. So as guidance coming in for this collective, we have the Page of Materials, relating to the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Materials, and the Empress, okay? So the way that you invest in what you give in life is what you're going to receive, okay? Basically, you are being reflected by your situations right now. So what you have, perhaps it's like you reap what you sow. You know, this could be something that is coming back around for you to kind of see your reflection in. And it also talks about moving slowly into things that you're thinking about investing in. So invest wisely, think wisely, okay? With the Queen of Materials coming in right after that Page of Materials, this talks about a maturing of energy. All right, so maybe there's an investment that is maturing for you, but perhaps it's you maturing, some aspect of you maturing. And this is such a beautiful way of like a beautiful energy to work with, because with the Empress coming in, I feel like it has something to do with self-care, self-love. And, you know, we are made from the energies of the stars and the Creator. So when you love yourself, you are basically giving gratitude to the Creator and saying, more please, okay? And I really feel like this is you kind of learning to come into that a little more. Maybe through realizing how you sabotaged yourself in the past or sabotage situations, you're realizing that, you know, there was some kind of lack of self-love that you're coming into right now. With the Empress card being on the table, I love this because today we begin Taurus season, and Taurus is ruled by Libra, and I'm sorry, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Libra is also ruled by Venus, so maybe Libra has an importance in this reading as well. But Venus, the Empress, is Venus, okay? This is very much a very feminine energy, beauty, creativity, art, aesthetic, okay? So you're really coming, I think you've been investing time in kind of getting to know yourself. And there are some loose ends that need to be tied, some things that need closure, okay? So again, if there's anything in your life that you have been either stuck in comparing or feeling like you're not good enough, those are self-sabotaging limiting beliefs that are up right now, and they may be very loud for you and heavy because they're meant to be healed and released, okay? You very much have a lot of energy that's going to help you with that today. Some things that might be coming in and blindsiding you, or they could just be in your blind spot that you want to really think about. So I see some really heavy energies around, I have the Fear of Touch card, which I've never seen before. You don't trust touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. So, you know, I'm not saying for you to rush into anything, because that sounds very much like something rooted in some trauma. And I'm not a professional therapist. So, you know, reach out to somebody professional for some kind of help. But if you have a trusted, I am a body worker, I do massage therapy. And so if you have somebody trusted, find someone that you trust that can really help you come into your body, because these pentacle cards really talk about physicality. And I feel like you're coming into this embodiment of the Empress, you're coming into this embodiment of the feminine, okay? So there is a guidance to kind of get out and socialize a little bit. You may be like hermit mode, okay? And I talked a little bit about comparison. Do your best to not compare yourself to the you know, journey of others. This is your journey. I do feel like there is something that you need to come clean about. You need to make amends about, okay? I see confessions here, and feeling trapped. So those are some things to look out for. I hope this helped, and I will see you in our next reading. Take care and have a beautiful Sunday.